explain the microwave test bench setup which is used for performing experiment in this microwave engineering laboratory. Here microwave frequencies, it is in form of gigahertz frequency. That's the reason why conventional power sources are not useful for this frequency generation. For that, specific setups are required that is based on microwave tubes. This microwave tubes first is known as a kind of a reflex klystron. This is the microwave tube which is useful for generation of gigahertz frequency. To operate this tube, we require two types of supply. This block is klystron power supply, in which there are two supply. One is the beam supply voltage and another is the repeller supply voltage. If you see, the repeller voltage is in form of negative voltage. Here by pressing this knob we can change the repeller voltage. If you look at the beam voltage, it is positive voltage. After pressing on this kit, first we need to on this high tension supply. Only after that this beam voltage as well as repeller voltage are applied to this tube for the microwave generation. For proper combination of beam voltage and repeller voltage, the continuous electron beam is converted in form of microwave signal through this tube. Here there are various modulation options are there, out of which here right now I am using the amplitude modulation. We know that the output signal is in the order of gigahertz frequency, and this gigahertz frequency cannot be observed in the cathode ray oscilloscope, the normal analog CRO that we are using in our laboratory. For that we need to use a kind of a modulation where information signal is being inherently generated by this supply, and this signal it is in form of square wave. So at the receiver end we are going to observe only the square wave pulse. The next component in this setup is the isolator. This isolator is allowed the signal to pass only in the forward direction. This arrow has been shown to you. This arrow shows that signal is allowed to propagate only from left to right. That means from source towards load only. If there is any load mismatch, then there will be reflection, and because of that reflection your source may damage. That's why whatever reflected signal because of the load mismatch is not allowed to pass in the reverse direction, that is from the receiver to the transmitter. The next component in this is the variable attenuator. This variable attenuator is used to set the desired power level in a multi-port junction. In fact, microwaves are in-port devices where multiple ports are there, and in each port we need to adjust specific power. So here in this waveguide cross section, if you look at this waveguide cross section is of rectangular cross section, and you will going to learn in rectangular waveguide that at the center of the wall you have a maximum signal. So here what we are connecting at the center, we have